And I have had a rough 12 hours. One of my employees decided to put in her 2 weeks, and then the other one didn't tell me, but had wrist surgery last week and can't help me move my offices, which is the whole point of keeping them employed through the winter, was keeping them on the books. So I give them just stuff to do. The retail store after Black Friday. So I was trying to keep them employed through the winter, and now I'm like rethinking, what the fuck am I doing? And yeah, that's today. I'm on the move, on the prowl. I had to lift my spirits a little bit because of, yes, the news of my assistant putting in her 2 weeks. I'm going to go meet with her at 2 o'clock, so it's 12 o'clock now. I have some shipments to do. Let me tell you, it was our best Black Friday, Shop Small Saturday, Cyber Monday in the history of my business. And I feel bad saying that and a little guilty because of the pandemic that we're in. But I also can say that it was our first year opening. Oh my God. Sorry. It was opening a retail store during a pandemic. And yes, it was a ballsy move. I signed a 3-year lease during a pandemic. I usually run my sales through the whole entire 4 days. This year I did 50% off, which is a huge discount. All right, I'm here at my store location, so I am still shipping from this weekend's sale, which is awesome. I have quite a few shipments, so I am coming in to do shipments. I think I have 6 here, and I have to package them and everything and then ship them off. And then yes, I'm meeting her at 2 o'clock here with a client at 1:30. And yeah, I'm bummed. I'm bummed that honestly, I'm not bummed at her, but I'm bummed at the situation and she has to be a part of it. I'm more irritated that I have to do the paperwork. More irritated that I have to train somebody. I am thankful that it is in the winter time, our slowest time. I'm thankful for the opportunity to get maybe a more educated employee. Although she was great help, she didn't have any background or education in any of the fields I had her do, which I think 100% is real world fucking knowledge. Like, I gave you free knowledge and paid you, and then taught you how to do stuff. I mean, we did so much that I feel like that was just such good, viable information. But 2 months, she's been here 2 months. As of 2021, I will be separating in-store inventory and online inventory. Right now, it's the same inventory, and we do have stuff to do, but it's not like I can't do it because it's super slow right now. I was just trying to keep them employed through the winter, and then come springtime, we were going to bust out like her jobs and what she does and doesn't like, and I was going to split them up and maybe hire somebody else for the stuff she doesn't like to do, because she's doing a lot right now. She said to hear her out, hear my assistant out, hear what she has to say, and not cut her a check today. So I'm going to meet with her, hear her out, not cut her a check. We're going to talk about it, and then I'm probably going to have her tomorrow come back and meet me, drop off all of her work belongings, laptop, tablet, we have vendor clothing, all that goodie stuff, and I will give her check tomorrow after that stuff is dropped off, because although I trust her and whatever, you got to look out for yourself. So she has to drop off in my electronics and all my massive amounts of money I have invested in those products. She needs to drop them off, and in working condition and make sure that, you know, I have everything I have before she gets her final check. And that was another thing, is I didn't know if I wanted to end the pay period today and, you know, call it good, or continue if she's willing to work the next 2 weeks, and kind of just help out with painting and stuff. I just feel it's kind of awkward. But if I was able to find somebody, maybe she could train them a little bit in the back office. I just really don't have time to find somebody right now. I don't want to. But I'm gonna have to find somebody before spring, and that's just the case. So I'm gonna head in and I'm gonna ship out all these shipments, and I will talk to you guys later. Okay, I just dropped off my LLC business license in the city of Reno. You had to either ship it in or drop it off, so just took a little stroll and dropped it off. Because it's beautiful out. There's a bunch of bums wondering why I'm filming. And finish up telling you about my employee. So we met at my retail location. She seemed very flustered. Seemed like she had been holding stuff back for quite a while. I feel bad because of her. I don't feel bad because of her age. I feel bad because she's young and inexperienced with having a conversation as an adult. It was very rational, and you could tell that she may have practiced or like rehearsed it or whatever. But needless to say, in the end, she said it was too much work for her. Good luck. I don't know if it's a millennial thing. I don't know if it's an age thing. I don't know if it honestly was too much work. I've asked her multiple times if it was. I told her I could hire more people for the things she didn't want to do. It was over Thanksgiving break that I guess she came to this realization that she was overwhelmed and wasn't a consistent schedule, which it was social media and marketing, so I let her make her own schedule. So with all that being said, I'm moving on, and I'm meeting her tomorrow to give her her last check. I have to do what's right for my business. This is my baby. Nobody, and let me tell you this, nobody is going to love my business the way you love your own business. Like, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. It's not their business. So the fact that it's so hard to employ people and then give trust in them, and I've always been that way. Like, how much trust do I get close? Do we become friends? Do I become like, do we have this business and then friendship? Like, very confusing. I try to keep it professional at all times, but there are times that, you know, just you want to be friends and you want to hang out. And anyway, nobody's going to love your business like you love your business. Nobody's going to be dedicated. Nobody's going to have the drive. Nobody's going to have any of that except for you, because it's your fucking business. And that's okay, because then at the end of the day, I get to make the decisions. I get to make my choices. And not only that, but I learn as well. I learn what I don't want in my next employee. I learn what I need to change, and I learn a lot about myself. And then I also, you know, I feel like every time I get a better and better employee. So it's just uphill from here. I was very sad about it. And so it's very awkward for me not to know those things and to go forward and like, how am I supposed to fix an issue if you don't let me know what the issue is? So learning on both parts, but I can say that she may not know what she has in store for her workload wise when she does. That was only part-time. I provided I felt what I needed to, and as well as pay. She clocked in on the tablet. Like, I really gave a lot of flexibility, and I'm a very open and easy person to talk to, almost too relaxed that it can become like she said, no structure. My husband's a firefighter. His schedule rotates weekly. I've never had structure in the last 12 years I've been with him. Running a business, there's no structure. You do what you have to fucking do to get shit done. And that's the way it is. And I do, I like it. So with that being said, I'm looking for a new employee. I've done it many times. I'm gonna do it again. And you know that saying that if you want it done, you fucking do it yourself. I can't rely on anybody else. I make the money. I'm gonna pay the money when it's due, where it's due, and so yeah. Funny story though, business story. I have 3 locations at the moment. 2 are overlapping for 2 months. I've been paying the one account multiple, so it had like $400 in credit on the power bill. And so I got a notice today that said that my power is gonna be shut off. And I'm like, I swear I paid these motherfuckers. I paid them. And so I call and she said, you've been only paying on the one account, not the other account. Long story short, she transferred the money. But this location, because it's 2 units, it's 2 suites, and then they took down the center wall, so it's 1 unit, but they have to read the meter, both meters separately and bill you separately. So for the next 2 months, I'm gonna have 4 power bills, all separate meters, all set. Like, that's a lot for one person. On top of 3 internet bills, and then 3 rents, and whatever else, you know. But it's just kind of funny that they cannot combine them because they're 2 different addresses, 2 different suites. I'm like, what in the actual, like, and you can't go anywhere else. It's NV Energy, they own the state. Like, you can't, there's no other power company. That's it, you don't have a choice. You know, there's things to think about when you run a business. Employees, bills, and the unforeseen things that nobody else sees behind the scenes. And that's why I wanted to start doing these videos, because you guys see me a lot looking cute and sassy and trying on swimsuits, but I don't ever get like real raw and deep. And I'm trying to more and more so I can get some more like boutique followers, small businesses that need this information that I have, just keep growing, which in 5 years, so I signed this 5-year lease here. My youngest will be 9, and my oldest will be 12. I'm gonna have a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old in 5 years. And I'm gonna still be in this location. And the 12-year-old can, like at 10, she can start. Well, she started already, but she definitely can start working for me. So I have to get back to work, and I just wanted to put that little tidbit in this video about employment. And you know, I just thought I was doing a favor by keeping them employed through the freaking holidays. Okay. I don't know if their parents help them out, like how that works, but obviously you don't need my money. I'm a giver for sure, if you earned it and you deserve it. And you know what? Sometimes just because I live in abundance, and I'm not afraid to say that. So it is what it is, and I hope to find a new employee that can just love what I do as much as I do. I am painting. I had decided to take it upon myself and paint before I get my flooring done. I am painting the kitchen, and I also painted this bar, so it's still pretty wet. One thing that I effed up on was the roller. I got a fluffy roller, I don't know what it's called, but it was fluffy, and it left lint pieces in the paint. Can you see the lint? It is what it is. I'm gonna get a different fluffiness size. Thanks for joining me. Bye. It's been a long week so far. I have no employees. and we're starting a new year. So I kind of feel like, you know, fresh start. My second employee decided after the first one, which if you remember correctly, they're roommates. Kind of figured it would be coming. Just decided that her schoolwork was too much on top of working the retail store in December when there's no retail and the store will be closed. And yeah, so she said, you know, that she just didn't feel like she could give me the time I deserved. So they worked about like 28 hours a week. I just can't. 28 hours a week. Give or take like a few hours, but never 40 hours in a week. I understand with school how it can be hard, but they are distance learning, so, and I'm very reasonable. I don't know, it just makes me giggle a little bit. Good luck, I guess. I hope you never, you know, work more than 30 hours in a week, and hope that it is easy as fuck. So, on to bigger and better things. So I just want to hop on there and tell you that, since I had finished last night telling you I was unsure. So we had conducted today that everything, gave them their last paycheck. I gave them a gift card to go get pedicures together for Christmas. I feel like, you know, I did my good deed. So it should be like the Car Chronicles, right? Like, I wanted to show you guys my new office here. I am moving everything, which is sewing, backstock, kind of like inventory, warehouse stuff. I will have fitting rooms here to do custom orders, competition suits. Ooh. Custom orders mainly for competition suits, but I do have fitting rooms here. I have a makeup counter. I have so much stuff so I can grow for you guys for 2021. So I'll be moving in over the next 2 months, and we'll be set up here to sew hopefully mid-January, but we're gonna get the flooring done. We're gonna do a bunch of other cool updates.